Hello everyone, welcome to One Academy. I'm Prashasti Arora and today we will be discussing about BRICS. BRICS grouping जो है काफ़ी बार ये मेंस क्वेश्चन में भी आता है and it is also relevant from the point of view of the prelims examination. ठीक है, तो हम BRICS की जो introduction है हम समझेंगे BRICS कहाँ से कब emerge हुआ, which were the members that joined later. We will understand about this institution in its entirety. We'll talk about the challenges that this grouping is facing. So please stay tuned with me on this, and if you have any doubt, please let me know in the message section, in the comment section. Sorry. Now a little bit about myself before we start the session. I've done journalism and I enjoy delving deep into current affairs and current events. You can also follow me on my Course Savi, on the Course Savi YouTube channel to get access to my other lectures. I have done an entire series, summarized series of modern Indian history, so you can have a look at that. And also do follow my special classes on the Unacademy platform with the name Prashasti Arora. You can also avail a 10% discount by using the code PRES10 on the Unacademy subscription. Now, also, you can follow me on my Telegram channel with the name with this particular link, and this link will help you get access to my schedule of the sessions and also will help you get access to my daily PDF material that I provide there. Now, a little announcement before we go ahead with the session. Iconic price hike is going to be coming up very very soon, so if you've not upgraded from the plus to the iconic subscription, please do that right away, because iconic subscription will help you connect with a personal coach. There'll be mains test series with evaluation, there'll be customization of your study planner, there'll be booster sessions that will help you enhance your preparation. Then there'll be high intensity workshops, there'll be answer writing daily. You can practice it daily and fine tune your preparation and ace the examinations. Now a little more announcement before we start the session. New batches for UPSC CSE 2021, 2022 and 2023 aspirants is finally here. It is going to be starting on the 11th of January. Sorry, it is a 6 months batch. These are the 6 month batches for UPSC CSE prelims. It will help you, it will give you prelims syllabus coverage. There'll be top educators on one platform. There'll be prelims test series with analysis. There'll be There'll be PDF study material, there'll be dedicated doubt clearing sessions, and also there will be interview preparation. So please enroll for the batch you think is the best for you. There's Mission 2021, there is Lux 2021, then there is Expedition 2021. There's also Mission 2022, Lux 2022, Expedition 2022, and then there is Mission 2023, Lux 2023, and Expedition 2023. Now, you can also get the combo offer for optional and iconic, for plus and iconic with, and you can also get it at a subsidized rate. So please apply the code PRAS10. Let's start with the lesson. We will talk about what exactly is the BRICS grouping. We'll talk about some areas of cooperation. We'll talk about India's role in this forum, and we'll talk about the challenges and achievements. Now, we know that on November 17, 2020, the 12th BRICS, or 2020 BRICS summit was held virtually and was hosted by Russia. Now, when you're writing your means answers, please try and connect it to current affairs and try and give context to the answers that you're writing. Now, the theme of the 12th BRICS Summit was global stability, shared security, and innovative growth. Now, the summit is attended by the heads of state or heads of government of the 5 member states, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Now, what is the grouping all about? In 2001, British economist and former chairman of the Goldman Sachs Asset Management Division, Jim O'Neill, coined the acronym BRIC to indicate developing or emerging economies with similar characteristics. Now, this was merely an assessment made by an economist till the year 2009. Now, these 4 nations met for the first time in 2009 in Russia, and in 2010, it was in 2010 that BRICS grouping became a full-fledged organization. Now, when did the 5th member join the S, which is BRIC? South Africa joined the grouping in December 2010 and attended the third BRIC summit at Sanya, which is in China, in 2011. And this group then became BRICS. Now, BRICS as a group has expressed its support for a multipolar world, an alternative global banking system as opposed to the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, and it aims to reform the global trading system, which basically deals with the World Trade Organization reforms. I've done an entire explain on WTO as well, wherein I've talked about the challenges that are existing in the system. Now, all the members are also G20 members and play a very, very significant role in determining global affairs of importance. Now, in fact, in terms of numbers, if you see, the group represents 42% of the world population, 23% of the global gross domestic product, and 17% of the global trade. Now, which are the areas of cooperation? Some areas of cooperation include finance and central bank, there's disaster management, then health and science and technology, then there is security issues including terrorism, then there is agriculture, there is trade, there is financial forum, then there is academic and think tank councils, then there is youth affairs and sports and statistics. These are some of the areas of cooperation among the BRICS nation grouping. Now, what are the initiatives that are undertaken under this forum? Now, the first one is the BRICS Forum. It is a social, economic, and political forum which seeks to promote people to people ties between the members of the BRICS, SCO, and other friendly countries. Now, talking about the BRICS Contingency Reserve, it was set up in year 2014 after the BRICS summit in Fortaleza in Brazil. Now, it came into effect in 2015 and it hopes to assist member nations and others in meeting short term liquidity crunch situations and, of course, balance of payment shortfall situations. Now, remember that the countries have contributed a total of US dollar 100 billion, right? And the following is the extent of contribution, all in US dollars and in billion terms. Of course, this is a great number. Now, talking about the initiatives, new development bank, it has its headquarters in Shanghai in China, and it hopes to supplement global financial institutions in their efforts towards sustainable development. Then there are some of the areas and projects it lends to include clean energy, public transport infrastructure, irrigation, sustainable urban development, and balanced growth. Then there is BRICS cable network. Now, in 2012, in the New Delhi summit, the countries actually pledged to develop the optical fiber submarine communication, and this has been initiated among the member states. So this is also one of the important initiatives of the BRICS grouping. Then there is BRICS payment system. During the 2015 summit in Russia, the member states decided to build an alternative payment system and reduce their dependence on the globally operated SWIFT system, which is the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. However, there is no movement in this regard. In fact, BRICS cooperation in IT sector. Now, in 2019, the communication ministers of this forum signed an agreement of intent to cooperate in the IT sector. Now, what is India's role in this forum? India has, of course, played a very, very active and critical role, and, of course, is a founding member of this forum. India's national interest to sustain economic growth in terms of job creation, GDP growth, and poverty alleviation is only going to be, facilitated by this forum. This platform also provides an alternative global mechanism to promote economic and social growth, especially at a time when the global institutions are under sharp focus and are going through some or the other issue. Now, India tries to use this forum to expand its ties into Africa and South America, continents which are neglected till recently due to the distance and due to the tyranny of distance. Now, the forum will provide an opportunity to India to resolve its disputes with China, and of course, this comes in context to the the standoff that happened in June 2020. And India has also been an active participant in the counter-terrorism forum. In fact, also the first and the current chairman of the New Development Bank is an Indian national, KV Kamath, and he's also the former chairman of Infosys and non-executive chairman of the ICICI Bank. Now, in the year 2021, India will be hosting the BRICS summit, and Union Minister for, this is an important year for BRICS as well, because India will be the one that will be hosting the summit. And Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs has announced that the BRICS Games 2021 will also be held in India, and it will be aligned with the Khelo India Games. Now, what are the achievements of this forum? It has enhanced share of global trade. In 1996, these countries contributed to a little over 8% of global trade. At present, it stands at 17% and is expected to only increase. It has established contingency reserve arrangement, and the New Development Bank has ensured that traditional institutions like IMF and the World Bank initiate reforms and improve on the problem areas. And this will soon be an alternative agreement to these institutions and will become a voice for the developing and underdeveloped nations. Now, also, it has a greater say in global affairs. These nations cannot be ignored anymore and will become partners in the development process and will become the deciding authorities on events of global and regional affairs. Now, what are the challenges? The first challenge, of course, is the coronavirus. There has been a complete slowdown in the Chinese economy and others due to coronavirus. Now, of course, recovery of the US economy, while it is definitely positive for the global economy as far as BRICS is concerned, it does pose a challenge as the US economy improves. Investors may pull out investments from BRICS nations and invest them in the US, where better returns could be expected. Now, recession in Russia, South Africa, and Brazil has also, slowed down the experience in the Indian economy. Of course, anything that happens in the, in the larger context in the world, it will impact India. Now, in fact, there is a lot of dominance and overwhelming presence of China, and that is something that really needs to be tackled in this regard. And of course, there are varying political structures that are there in all these five nations, and this sometimes becomes a challenge for the forum. Now, this is it for about BRICS. Please know that BRICS is an important summit, and there can be a very very potential question that can be asked in the mains. So please be very very careful when you're attempting a question like this. Now, this is it from my side. See you next time. Please do subscribe to Unacademy if you've not done it already. These are the kind of benefits that you will get, and if you want Iconic, you will get other benefits such as personal having a personal coach. There'll be a customized study planner, etc. So please do enroll for the same. This is it from my side. Thank you so much for your time.